Good evening again, everyone. Please continue to enjoy your meal as we start the program. We appreciate you being here once again. Delighted to see your faces. Just a couple of things to point out. There is coffee and water over here. You know the bar is back there. So as you need or would like beverages, please do not hesitate to get them, as well as continuing to enjoy your meal. I am very excited to invite Mr. Alan Younger to join me on the stage. Alan, please come on up. Alan is our MC for this evening, and we are excited to welcome him back. He was also with us last year. Alan has served on GoodWill's Business Advisory Council in Forsyth County for many years, and he's been a loyal supporter of GoodWill in the community. He is the owner and president of Grace Consulting, a consulting and leadership services provider. He is also the senior director of programs at NCIDEA. But one thing you may not know, he is a fellow graduate of the best class of leadership Winston-Salem, the class of 2010. That's right. Welcome, Alan.
Thank you for that kind introduction. And in addition to that, I'm also, just like Ginger, a proud graduate of the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Let me say that again, because I didn't get the applause that I was looking for. All right. By the way, we have a game this Saturday. It'll be at 8 o'clock, and we're playing against Wake Forest. I'm glad that the applause for Carolina were louder than the applause for Wake Forest. Like Ginger mentioned, I've been involved with GoodWill for a long time, and I really enjoy the fact that GoodWill continues to do things that are much needed in the community. And I find out about those things, and I say, wow. And it took me a few years, but I finally got that T-shirt that says, I didn't know that you did that, or it made you feel that way. And I also don't take it for granted when you've been invited to a place a second time. That means you did something right the first time. I've spoken to a lot of people once. There are not a lot of people who've asked me to come back a second time, so I don't take it for granted. So now I'm pleased to introduce Barbara Maida Stoley. She's GoodWill's president and CEO, and she's going to give some welcome remarks. And I'm going to finish my chicken.
Thank you.
Glad to be here.
Thank you. You did? Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Alan. Well, good evening and welcome. We are delighted you are joining us this evening as we come together to celebrate the accomplishments of our participants, our community leaders, and our team members. The past few weeks and months have been challenging for us at GoodWill. Hurricane Helene devastated the western part of our state early October, causing widespread damage across Boone, the High Country, and the Asheville region. GoodWill quickly shifted our priorities to connecting with and reaching every one of our more than 400 team members in the mountain communities. It was a daunting task. We had team members who were without power and water for weeks. We had team members who were airlifted to safety, and some who were stuck in their neighborhoods for days and weeks. We have team members who have lost their cars, their possessions, and some that have lost everything. Everything except hope. Day by day, as we connected to each team member, we heard stories, resilient stories of resilience and perseverance. They wanted to come back to work, to return to a sense of normalcy, to connect with each other. Our leadership team became inspired by the acts of selflessness among our team members and the acts of heroism. Team members shoveling mud for others, taking neighbors' supplies, using their trucks to haul materials, and countless other ways of giving back to our communities. As we began reopening our stores, we heard similar stories from our customers and our participants. After the first initial 2 weeks, we were able to connect with 100% of our team members. It took 2 weeks. We celebrated that great news just like you are today. And the relief was so wonderful to know that we have found each and every team member. Over the last several weeks, we've demonstrated our commitment to the communities by establishing community hub sites in Boone, Marion, Waynesville, and in Asheville. We're helping people complete FEMA applications, disaster unemployment assistance applications, and we're helping people find resources that they so desperately need. We've also and are continuing to distribute thousands and thousands of Good Neighbor vouchers to those who suffered damages and destruction as a result of the storm. The demand remains strong for our services in the impacted areas. So we will continue this work to help as many people get back on their feet. GoodWill has also become a trusted partner to many other organizations, large and small, particularly in the Asheville area around donations. As with large catastrophic events, people outside the region look for tangible ways to help. With this storm, many groups outside Asheville collected clothes and other textiles to send to the mountains. But not every organization is equipped to manage, sort, and store textiles like GoodWill. So over the last several weeks, we've been managing a cascade of donations coming in by truckloads. And truckloads are 53-foot truckloads of donations at our back doors. The team rallied together across the organization to come and help with those donations. We partnered with Samaritan's Purse and FEMA to help them alleviate some of their donations as well. As you can imagine, churches, the sheriff's offices, fire departments, and other nonprofits relied on us to help with those donations and the logistics. We remained steadfast in our decision not to turn a donation away. So our team members, as I mentioned, have been very, very busy processing hundreds of thousands of donations. To our team members, both in the western part of our state and here tonight, and across our territory, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your determination. Thank you for keeping things going when it gets tough. Thank you for supporting each other and pitching in and lending a hand when you are asked. It takes every single person in this room for us to get past the last 2 months. And we're not done. We will continue, and we need your support in the western side of our state. I am so fortunate to be part of this organization with such a strong core of people who are determined to make a difference. Tonight, you will learn about 2 participants who have overcome incredible challenges and circumstances in their lives. These individuals and their stories are why we do what we do. and know that there are thousands more participants and stories that we have not heard of yet. But we know we are making a difference in changing their lives. You will also hear about a special individual who has made significant and long-lasting contributions to GoodWill and its mission, and about an organization that does superb work in one of our local communities. Finally, you'll learn about some of our several amazing team members who are determined to do their best work each and every day to support our mission. Our team proves time and time again that when we come together, we can accomplish great things. As we enjoy this evening together tonight, let the stories you hear inspire you. Let this be an evening to remind you that resilience and what resilience and success looks like. Before we move to the awards portion of the evening, I would like to take a moment of silence in memory of those who've lost their lives in Western North Carolina amid Helene. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Now I'm pleased to introduce Mark Bachmeyer. Mark is the chairman of GoodWill Board of Directors. Mark?
Thank you, Barbara. How's that? Is the mic okay? Good. Thank you, Barbara, and good evening to all of you. I am thrilled to be here. This annual event is just the best. I love it, and I'm looking forward to it tonight. It's a great program for all of you. So thank you for joining us. So this event to me is a celebration of the GoodWill mission, right? To transform lives through the power of work. And we do it through recognizing some of the people who breathe life into that mission every day through their work. So we gather here this evening to highlight some stories of teamwork, empowerment, dedication, community partnerships that exist within GoodWill. These stories and all of this good work would not be possible without a strong team and strong community partnerships that make GoodWill work. So with that, I would like to take a few minutes, if I can, to just recognize and thank some of the people that make up that network of partnerships. And given the story that we just heard from Barbara, I would feel really remiss if I didn't start my recognition and thanks with our president and CEO, Barbara Megstole. Barbara, thank you for your exceptional leadership. And thank you for what you and your entire team have done and are doing to take care of people, to make people feel safe, and to support the communities that have been devastated in the western part of our service area by Hurricane Helene. Phenomenal work. We have your back. Thank you so much for what you all are doing. Next, I would like to recognize and thank all GoodWill team members who might be in the room with us today and their guests. So if you are a member of the GoodWill team and you are here tonight, show yourself. Make yourself. Thank you for all that you do to make our GoodWill such a great success. Another key partner, do we have any members of our business advisory councils in the room today? Great partners for us. Thank you, Business Advisory Council members. How about recognizing and thanking our corporate partners? Do we have any corporate partners in the room with us this evening? Thank you for your support. We couldn't do it without you. I know these folks are in the room, but one, I'd like to recognize and thank the members of our executive leadership team. Would you all please stand and be recognized, members of the executive leadership team? Thank you all for leading all of this good work. We love working with you guys so much. And I'd like to recognize and thank, lastly, representatives of our nonprofit partners, nonprofit agencies and organizations that support the GoodWill mission and help us out so much. How about our nonprofit partners? Thank you all. So we also have some special guests with us this evening. Patricia Marquardt is the granddaughter of Fred Moore, who worked with Edgar J. Helms in the founding of GoodWill Industries International. And she is here joined by her daughter, Catherine Mailer. Would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you so much for being here with us. We're so honored to have you here. What a treat to have you here. Thank you so much. Lastly, before I turn the stage back over to Mr. Younger, is one of the programs that we're very proud of at GoodWill is our Bob Green Scholarship Program. And that's a program that provides post-secondary educational scholarships to children and dependents of GoodWill team members. And we award them on an annual basis. And it's a very special program to us, and I just wonder if there are any Bob Green Scholarship recipients with us this evening. Okay, so with that, I'll be back, but for now, I'm going to turn the stage back over to Mr. Younger. Thank you, it's your floor.
Another round of applause for Mark and all of the members of the board of directors. That was a wonderful dinner. I'm glad that Mark spoke just the length of time, and Barbara, you spoke just the length of time so I can get all of that chicken, all of those vegetables, all those potatoes, and they were very good. I'm glad that we're here at the Millennium Center. Every time that I've been at the Millennium Center, I've had a wonderful time, and this is no exception. So I would love for you to join me on the stage, Barbara Maida Stoley. All right. She's here to help as we present the next award. As she mentioned, there is someone here who is going to receive the Heritage Award. GoodWill's Heritage Award recognizes individuals that have made a significant, long-lasting contribution to the success of GoodWill and its mission. This prestigious award is the highest honor that we give to support our agency. It has only been awarded to 6 individuals in our history, and we do not present this award every year. If we have any of our previous Heritage Award recipients in the room this evening, please stand and be recognized so we can celebrate you.
So tonight, on behalf of GoodWill Industries, it is my honor and privilege to present the 2024 Heritage Award to Linda Wood. Some of her friends call her Lou. Linda has been connected to GoodWill on the board for almost 25 years. She is a true leader in our community, and we are so grateful to Linda and the impact she has made on GoodWill, participants, our mission, and our team members. So let's take a moment to hear from those who know Linda best.
So how do I describe Linda? That's a tough one because she's really multi-personalities all rolled into one. So I would say if there was one word, it would be complete.
She loves everybody. She wants to help everybody. It doesn't matter if there was a problem at work and it wasn't necessarily in her area, and she knew about the problem. She would go try to help that organization with whatever problem they had.
A word that really describes my mom is kindness, right? Because obviously service is very important to her, and volunteering her time and giving back. And I think it's very important to add that she was inspired by her parents. Her parents instilled those values of, you have privileges, you have skills, you have the brain power to do wonderful things, and that it's your, duty as a good human being to help others.
We have all benefited from Lou's passion for people, for Lou's bulldoggedness to get a job done, for her ability to look at a process and figure out how to make it better, for her fierce competitive spirit, and for her willingness to give of her time and her treasures relentlessly. She's changed our lives, and it's a pleasure to know that GoodWill recognizes the lives that she supported and changed in Western North Carolina.
I would use the word committed. She is very committed to what this organization does. She is also very committed to the people, both employees and participants that we serve. She's always asking that question of how does this impact employees and participants?
Linda always asks the right questions at the exact right time for us to think further and to grow and to be challenged and to challenge the status quo. And we're left with a better organization at the end of the day because of those questions and pushing us just a little bit further than maybe we hadn't thought about.
I think for my whole life, Mom has always just her purpose with GoodWill and in the YMCA and just serving has always just been embedded. It's always been there. It's always been a part of who she is and just naturally a part of our lives. And she brought us into it from the time that we were very young. That kind of servant leadership has just always just been a part of who she is and how she raised us and how we became who we are, not just in how she was a working mother who taught us how to manage our responsibilities in our times. And, now I'm a working mother, but how what you give and what you provide to the people in the community around you, not just your small community, but the wider community and how that contributes to your inner wholeness, I guess. That's always been something that's just been a part of her every day. I've never known a world with her without something, without her talking about GoodWill, without her talking about her contributions. And I think that's because it is so embedded within her. And that goodness and that servant leadership within her, if there was a quality, like if you could pick one quality for her, it would be servant leadership.
Linda has a passion. She has a deep passion for her community, for the people that she serves and works with. I see again her giving so much of her time when she could be doing things that she enjoys more. But I think she just has the passion for her work.
I would agree, and I would say Linda's very dedicated. So any of the organizations that she's involved with, she's remained true to that process, and she sees things through. She's there for us. Even when she retired, she remained connected with her organizations that she has supported through the years. So that dedication is so strong, and her, as Bill mentioned, her passion and her compassion for people. She really believes in our mission, speaking for GoodWill, and she really believes in the people that we serve.
Linda is a terrific leader. And what I really appreciate about her is she really understood the role of the board member and the staff person and as the board chair. And she would bring the best out of me or other leaders that she worked with. And it was never by saying, this is how you should do it. It would be questions that she would ask to get you thinking, to make sure that you thought things through and thought about all sides of an issue, unintended consequences, what's the upside, what's the downside. We just always appreciated her leadership and her ability to look at the big picture. And then also respect the staff and what their role is and what the role of the volunteer is. She's a special lady, and I'm glad that she and I are friends.
Some of my fondest memories growing up were kind of that transition from the work week Linda, to the Hokie football Linda.
She is a diehard Hokie. It is eat, sleep, breathe, all Hokie sports. And she is known to get a little intense.
Linda loves to travel. She loves golf. And most of all, she loves Hokie football.
Oh, she travels to each and every Virginia Tech game. She is very passionate about her Hokies. And she will let everybody know that.
I'm at a Virginia Tech game, and we're going into the stadium, and it's shoulder to shoulder. And all of a sudden, I feel someone behind me just shove me. I'm like, oh my goodness, what's going on here? And it was Linda. And she was fired up and ready to go for the football game.
That was a good one.
She's wise, she's experienced, she's empathetic, she's caring, she's funny. She literally is everything rolled into one. And we're very glad that it is all in one. She's been very, very beneficial to GoodWill. Linda, congratulations on being awarded the Heritage Award for 2024. I couldn't think of a more deserving person than you to receive it. Congratulations.
Luann and I would like to congratulate Linda for winning this very, very prestigious award. We're very proud of you and want you to know that you deserve every accolade, every honor that you receive for all of your work that you do to help people in need. Again, Linda, congratulations. We love you.
Congratulations, Mom, on receiving the Heritage Award. We are so proud of you. Your mom and dad would be so proud of you. You are such an amazing role model to everyone in our community, and especially Lindsay, myself, and all of your sweet grandchildren.
Mom, I love you. Congratulations. I'm so excited for you.
Linda, congratulations on being named the 2024 Heritage Award winner. It is an honor to have worked with you. Your commitment, your time, and the wisdom and everything that you've added to this organization.
Linda, congratulations on earning this wonderful award, the Heritage Award for 2024. Thank you so very much for all that you have done for me and for this organization. And I look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you.
I just want to congratulate her on winning the 2024 Heritage Award. What a great honor, what a great recognition. And there's nobody better that should get that recognition than Linda would. So congratulations, my friend. I look forward to seeing you when I'm back in North Carolina soon.
Linda, congratulations on receiving the 2024 Heritage Award. It is so well deserved, and it's been such an honor to work with you through all of these years, and I look forward to many fun times and many experiences with you to come.
Linda, you are truly a servant leader. You've gave great guidance to our organization. You've helped make GoodWill what it is today. I've enjoyed every minute that I have worked with you, and I can't wait for what's to come in the future. We're going to see great things out of GoodWill through your collaboration and leadership. Congratulations on the Heritage Award. It's well deserved.
Lou, I want to congratulate you on behalf of our sisters, our friends, and so many who love you. We thank you for loving us and for improving our lives through your dedication to our friendship, through your generosity, and through your direction, whether we ask you for direction or not. We thank you for sharing your family, your entire family with us. We thank you for the life that you've led that lives up to the motto that we all had instilled in us at Virginia Tech. Our motto is Ut Posum, that I may serve. Lou, your service has changed the world, and we're grateful.
Please join me in congratulating and welcome our 2024 Heritage Award recipient, Linda Wood. Wow. And I'm supposed to speak now. Good evening. I am deeply grateful and humbled to receive the GoodWill Heritage Award tonight. I want to sincerely thank the GoodWill staff and board for this recognition. I understand the significance of this award, and I am truly honored. I also want to thank those who took the time to say kind words about me on camera. It's definitely not as easy as it looks, both being in front of a camera and saying nice things about me. But seriously, what a beautiful tribute, and I'm deeply touched, and I appreciate each of you for your comments. I am incredibly fortunate to have a very strong support system of family and friends that have been with me every step of the way. Many of them are here tonight. I know I haven't thanked them enough. Each of them has played a vital role in shaping who I am and helping me arrive at this moment. As you know, very little of what we accomplish is done alone. I am profoundly thankful for their love and encouragement, and I appreciate them more than words can express. About 25 years ago, I stepped up my community service efforts. My children had reached the age where they become more independent, so I had a little more time. And most importantly, as a way to give back for all the blessings that I had received, a value that my parents had instilled in me from a very young age. As the years went on and my experience grew and my capabilities to have a greater impact on these organizations grew, I really enjoyed and appreciated the opportunity to have an impact, to be a part of the team, to play a small part in changing lives. As the years ticked away, I hoped that my volunteer efforts might serve as an example to others, my colleagues, my friends, and especially my children.
I now have 5 awesome grandchildren. Jackson, Carter, Sawyer, Hadley, Stella, if you're watching tonight, I hope that tonight's program serves as an example to all of you of the power that giving back can have on your communities and on yourselves. For when you give, you receive far more than you ever expect. I also want to instill in you that when you have been as blessed as we are, it is important to share your time and your talents and your treasures with others in return for those blessings. I hope you will all carry on the legacy of giving back that your great-grandparents wished for us all. As it relates to GoodWill specifically, I dedicate my time and energy to this incredible organization because I believe wholeheartedly in our mission, our staff and leadership, and the significant impact that we have in all of our communities and in our participants' lives every single day. It's just that simple. The good we do is because of you. And tonight you will hear firsthand accounts that showcase this good in action. My heart is full. I'm being recognized for doing something I truly love. I'm getting to share this experience with the best family and friends a girl could ask for. And we are at my favorite event of the year, recognizing amazing people with life-changing stories. Life is good. In closing, I'd like to read the final paragraph of a poem that was read at my mother's Celebration of Life service. We found copies of this poem scattered throughout her home, and it sounded so much like what she would have said to us. I was recently going back through some paperwork, and I found a copy. I knew after reading it again that I wanted to share it tonight. It also serves as a way for her to be here with me in spirit. It's from the poem A Letter from Heaven. This paragraph sums up for me why we give back, why there's been such an outpouring of love and support for our neighbors in Western North Carolina, and why we are all here tonight celebrating the good we do at GoodWill. It goes like this. There are many rocky roads ahead of you and many hills to climb, but together we can do it, taking one day at a time. It was always my philosophy, and I'd like it for you too, that as you give unto the world will give to you. If you can help somebody who's in sorrow or in pain, then you can say to God at night, my day was not in vain. Oh, the good we do. Again, I'm so honored. Thank you for being here tonight, and I appreciate each and every one of you.
Congratulations, Linda. Linda's one of those people that you don't remember how you met. The video helped to remind me that when I joined the board of the YMCA over 20 years ago, she was one of the first people I met. And the reason that is so memorable to me is because I asked people around, who is who? Like we often do. And someone said, that's Linda Wood. Remember her name and watch her. And she used the word impact. And a lot of what she said, the word impact could be found in that. We're all challenged to make a difference and leave an impact. And I love the name of the award, Heritage Award. It says that you matter. It says that you're leaving something of value. You're leaving a legacy of servant leadership. So once again, congratulations, Linda. GoodWill relies on the support of organizations and individuals in each of our communities to help carry out our mission. Last year, we introduced a new annual award that recognizes a corporation, company, or foundation that has provided a significant investment to advance our mission. We're delighted to present the 2024 Community Impact Award to Green Nest, an organization here in Winston-Salem. Let's learn a little bit more about Green Nest.
When I heard about Green Nest and their mission of helping families that experienced a housing crisis furnish their new spaces, I thought, what a wonderful place to donate a wonderful couch to. I love the idea of repurposing great things and reusing them, and so I was on board 100% with this was the right place to bring my couch to.
Sweet home, made it home. Now it's nice and cozy. Time for me and the kids to say we welcome home now.
Green Nest partners with GoodWill around furnishing homes for families moving from crisis to sustainable housing. Their Up Off the Floor program provides new beds for children in Forsyth County from birth to 18 years. The Finally Home program provides gently used furnishings for individuals and families experiencing a housing crisis. Since 2013, Green Nest has purchased new mattresses from GoodWill for their Up Off the Floor program, and they provide their surplus donations to GoodWill on a weekly basis. For their partnership and ongoing commitment to GoodWill, we are pleased to honor Green Nest as this year's recipients of the Community Impact Award. Please welcome Executive Director Julia Toon to the stage.
Wow. This is awesome. Thank you. On behalf of the Green Nest board and staff and the many volunteers who help us to operate every day. Thank you so much for this honor, for this award. As you saw in the video, the mission of Green Nest is to provide essential furnishings and housewares to families transitioning from crisis into sustainable housing. We help make a house into a home. But we could not fulfill this mission without the support of our very generous community. That community is made up of volunteers, furniture and financial donors, the business community, our faith-based community, as well as partnering agencies. GoodWill of Northwest North Carolina stands out among those. Barbara, thank you, and thanks to your team for your leadership, for your work, and for the impact you make in our community. We are honored and grateful to partner with you in making a difference in this community and the surrounding areas. Thank you also for your unwavering faith and your continued support for helping Green Nest families finally home and getting children up off the floor. Without your support, none of this would be possible. So, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Thank you for standing with us, for sharing our vision, and for proving that kindness can indeed change the world. Together, we have enough. Thanks.
Another round of applause for Green Nest. I'd like to introduce Dr. Janae Adams to join me. She's the Director of Diversity, Equity, Belonging, and Inclusion for GoodWill. She'll join me on the stage to introduce the next awards.
Good evening. GoodWill has 5 values that help to foster an environment of collaboration, dedication to the mission, and success. Tonight, we will celebrate a talented group of individuals who are recognized by their peers as exemplary models of these values in practice. I am honored to recognize our team members who live our values on a daily basis. In just a moment, we will see a brief video of our first award recipient. She will then come to the stage to share brief remarks, and then we will proceed with the second award recipient, and so on and so forth. Let's get started.
At GoodWill, our behaviors reflect our values. We believe that how we do our jobs matters just as much as what we do. We believe in living the mission, respecting and appreciating others, driving improvement, taking ownership of performance and behavior, and promoting teamwork. This year, we honor team members who are all outstanding examples of GoodWill's values and behaviors. Angel Boone promotes teamwork through supporting the development of her colleagues and seeking their input. She takes the time to help other team members understand GoodWill and some of the best practices for working with participants. One colleague says, "Watching her work with participants is a treat and inspires me to do better in my own endeavors." Angel frequently asks her team for feedback, setting an example that motivates them to do the same. As one colleague says, "Our team would not be the same without her example and her help."
Please welcome award recipient Angel Boone.
Hello, everyone. So I have here something really nice to say about everyone. First and foremost, I want to thank God for guiding me here and give me the strength to take on new challenges. Without Him, I'd probably still be working on getting through Monday. A huge thanks to GoodWill and the Banquet Committee for this honor, and to Linda, thank you so much. It's a real privilege to be recognized by someone who inspires me to be the best version of myself. I might be up here accepting this, but Linda and my team, Alec, Tarka, Joe, Sandy, are the real MVPs. You make teamwork easy and sometimes even fun. I think I've been training for this teamwork thing my whole life. Growing up with 12 siblings, I've learned early on whether it was teaming up to finish chores early or conspiring to take the last cookie. I learned then you're stronger when you work together, and that's something I carry with me to this day. I want to give a special thanks to Samantha and Lance. They're the kind of leaders you truly look up to. They inspire with their guidance, their trust, commitment to our success. It's easy to be a leader when things are going well, but they've shown us that leadership looks what it looks like when it really matters. Through every challenge, every win, everything in between, they make me want to be a better leader every day. Of course, I couldn't stand up here without thanking my fiance, Adrian. Adrian tells me I'm awesome, even when I'm just okay. He keeps me grounded and reminds me why I'm passionate about the work that I do. This award means so much to me because I truly believe we achieve the best results together, whether we're brainstorming new ideas or forming slides to see which one will come next. Teamwork makes everything better. So thank you to my team, to the leaders at GoodWill, Adrian, and of course God, for making this possible. Let's keep inspiring each other and doing great things together. Thank you so much, everyone.
Nick Bunker ensures that GoodWill's facilities operate safely and efficiently for our team members, participants, shoppers, and donors. Nick responds quickly to any request, no matter how small, always eager to help. One new store manager describes how Nick not only made requested repairs, but also drew on his experience to make suggestions about how to create the best possible work environment. They said, "Being overwhelmed with so much to organize in such a small store, I really appreciated that he was so kind and understanding." Nick pays attention to details that many people overlook, driving improvement in everything he does.
Please welcome Greg Kuntz, accepting the award tonight for Nick Bunker.
Good evening, everyone. As you can tell, I'm not Nick Bunker. I'm Greg Kuntz, Director of Facility Services. Nick's part of my team. He was unfortunately not able to be here with us tonight, but he did want me to express his gratitude to GoodWill for this recognition. He wanted me to share how much he enjoys being part of the good work that GoodWill does and serves in all the communities that we're a part of. Nick's been with the company for over 6 years, and he very much enjoys working behind the scenes to repair and refurbish our facilities. He's a great innovator, and he's always ready to solve a challenging problem with a creative solution. Nick also enjoys working closely with the site teams and being a resource they all can call upon. He's an integral part of my team. He makes both my department and GoodWill a better place. So thank you for recognizing him. Let's give him a round of applause, okay?
Alex George exemplifies GoodWill's core value of taking ownership of performance and behavior. She consistently views all outcomes, whether positive or negative, as opportunities for learning and growth. Alex is well known for her energy, coaching skills, unwavering support, and availability. During a particularly challenging period, Alex was entrusted with overseeing several additional stores. She embraced this responsibility with a positive, resilient mindset, viewing it as an opportunity to strengthen her leadership skills. Under her guidance, the 3 additional retail stores she managed achieved their best results in sales and production for the entire year.
Please welcome Alex George.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, John. John actually nominated me for this award, John Stoffel, and it means the world to me. Thank you so much. I wrote things down on a piece of paper, but I'm not going to read them because I want to talk to you about how I feel about this. I've been with GoodWill for 17 years, and it's been the proudest 17 years of my whole life. Everybody that knows me knows my passion for what we do every single day. And if I can help make a difference in one person's life, that's enough for me to say, okay, I got up for the right reason today. So I just want to let you know that this organization is amazing because it helps people. And we're about people, right? We're about our own people. We're about everybody in this room. We're about our community, not for today, not for tomorrow, but for always. And so we do make a difference and we do change lives. There's some people in here that I would really like to thank because without them, I would not be here. My daughter and my son-in-law are here to help me celebrate, and I thank them so much for that. Sharon Grubb, she's been with me. She hired me, and she's given me such guidance and strength. Bill Haymore, who taught me a long time ago, if I set my mind to something, I can accomplish anything. And I thank him for that. I want to thank my store managers that are here, my fellow RDs, because I have learned something new from them every single day. And it's an honor to work with every single one of you. I want to thank Dr. Janae Adams, who has really touched me through this. She has taught me that age doesn't make a difference. If you feel like you can do it, you do it. And you have a voice, and you be proud of who you are. And last but not least, I want to thank Barbara. Barbara, thank you for all the wonderful things. But I want to let you know that you always say to me, Alex, you do you. What more can I ask for? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wendy Martin is a key member of the team at GoodWill, but also in the wider Iredell County community. You will often see Wendy doing community outreach with 5th Street Ministries, Statesville Housing Authority, Foundation of Hope, and numerous other groups. One of her colleagues says, Wendy has a true passion for the work she does. She eats, sleeps, and breathes our mission. Wendy is a constant beacon in our community, assisting individuals who are in need by connecting them with the right people or helping them herself. She is a true asset to our team, and we are fortunate to have her.
Please welcome Wendy Martin.
If y'all would have nominated me years ago, I could have made those steps a little better. Oh, this is nice. Yeah. Jordan, thank you for nominating me. I joke about how I've actually never been here. If I knew it was this nice, I probably would have. I would like to first thank God for my here and now and for the opportunities that GoodWill has provided for me. Jordan, I thank you for this nomination. I thank you for your support and your leadership and the faith you have in me. I hope I'll always be able to live up to that. Mala, my A1 from day one. Thank you for bringing reentry to the Central District. You'll never know the lives that you've impacted through that decision and that step of faith. Thank you for your unwavering support and belief in our programs, our partners, and especially in me. Sherry, don't be alarmed. Yeah, I'm going way back with y'all. Don't be alarmed. I'm not going to call you my ace in the hole, but I do appreciate that you have a commitment to the work we do, the sincerity in your thank yous, and also the time that you take for a kind word. Community collaboration is the heartbeat of our Statesville Center, and I would like to thank Karen Kidd from Foundation of Hope for accompanying me tonight. There's not very many organizations that would accept and actually embrace my journey that led me to where I am today. In order to live this mission, I have to believe in it. The recent devastation in our Western region made me proud to work for an employer that chose people over profit or PR. And that solidified my resolve to continue to strive to live this mission. Thank you.
Wendy Steele is a role model for how to treat both team members and program participants with respect. One team member recalls how a participant came to the center after being let go from his position just that morning. He broke down in tears, uncertain of the future, scared and frustrated. Wendy did not hesitate to treat him with love and respect, reassuring him that everything was going to be okay. They said, if we could all treat each other the way that Wendy treated this complete stranger, the world would be an amazing place.
Please welcome Wendy Steele.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to my fellow award winners. Thank you to everyone on the banquet committee and all the staff here at the Millennium Center for making this evening possible. There is so much care, thoughtfulness, attention to detail, and planning that goes into an event like this. Sorry, I'm gonna breathe. Sorry. Thank you. I am deeply grateful for this honor. I want to take a moment to express my sincere thanks to GoodWill, the Employee Recognition Selection Committee, and the entire GoodWill and NC Works team in Lexington. Trina, thank you for being a cheerleader and an unwavering support for all of your participants. Heather, thank you for your nomination. You truly are a difference maker. Your genuine, caring nature and ability to connect with our participants is such a joy to be a part of every day. To Kim Horton, she's on vacation, a mini vacation. To Kim, for making coming to work such an enjoyable and valued experience. It is no wonder that I love my job so much. I don't think Joseph Zamora is here tonight. Oh, he is, okay, Joseph. To Joseph Zamora and the organizational development team for our incredible DISC training this summer, making learning new things so interactive and fun, all the while improving how we communicate with one another. Lisa, thank you for your unwavering commitment to inspire and guide those around you. I would like to thank my fellow Career Connection specialists and the GoodWill team for their support, collaborative mindset, and providing such meaningful trainings, which allow us to continue to grow and navigate our roles here at GoodWill. In closing, to our leadership team, your commitment to our mission absolutely, positively fosters an environment where ideas are shared and appreciated. Your unwavering support to your employees, especially this year, empowers us to live our core values every day. Last but not least, to Marco, my husband, Mateo, my son, and Courtney, my daughter-in-law, I want to thank you for being the best part of my work-life balance. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to this year's Employee Awards recipients, all of them. Give them a round of applause. Another round of applause. And when one of them tells you you're doing a good job, then that makes you keep going. So that's very special to me. At the heart of GoodWill's mission are its participants. Everyday individuals connect with GoodWill to find hope, opportunity, and jobs through employment and training programs. Their stories of determination, perseverance, and survival, despite seemingly insurmountable odds, are incredibly inspiring. Tonight, we will share two of these stories with you. The Graduate of the Year Award honors an exceptional person with a disability or disadvantaging condition who has completed a GoodWill Career Services program and continued to demonstrate outstanding achievement by attaining and maintaining successful employment in their community. The 2024 Graduate of the Year is Lori Cole. Lori was nominated by Kristen Kress and Faith Bischoff. I'd like to invite Kristen Kress, and she's the Next Gen Program Manager, and Faith Bischoff, who's the case manager, to the stage to share Lori's story.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Obviously, we are not Lori. Lori could not be here this evening, but had a very good reason that she had to miss.
Yeah, hey everyone, I'm Faith Bischoff. I had the pleasure of working with Lori for the past couple of years. She is not able to be here tonight. She actually just recently started a new role as a phlebotomist at Carolina Internal Medicine in Asheville. And that new job came with a raise and came with better benefits, and she's very happy there. She also wanted to extend her gratitude. When I first told her that she was the recipient of the award, she didn't quite know how to take it. This is a person that has never really been celebrated for her accomplishments and has done most of the things that she's done on her own in life. She's a single mom, and you'll get to see more of her story in the video. But I think that her receiving this award has it's changed some things for her, at least in how she, I think, sees herself and the things that she's doing. And we were able to have an award ceremony for her in Asheville at our career center, and her sister and her son and her nephews were able to be there. And I know at least her sister told me that meant the world to her. So yeah, you'll get to see more of her story. Thank you.
My name is Lori Cole, and I did grow up in Asheville, North Carolina my whole life. My family is here. I love it here. The views, the people, especially the music. That's pretty much what we're known for. I got introduced to GoodWill, I believe it was 3 years ago, to Kristen when I wanted to go to school and get my GED. I was tired of kind of making ends meet with jobs that didn't make me happy at the end of the day, and I did not want to get up and go to. It didn't bring any joy to my life. It didn't change my life. I wanted to get my GED because, again, I didn't want to set the bar low for my kid, but I like to learn new things. I actually worked with Robin Knepp for a little bit. I was in foster care, so she helped me get a house for the first time. My first impression of the GoodWill staff when I first begun my journey with my GED and going to college is they were the push that I needed to get to the next level in my life and my career. They were very considerate, and they somewhat made me carry the workload just to be able to, so that I could say at the end of the day that I did this.
My name is Faith Bischoff. I'm a Next Gen case manager. My job really includes helping youth navigate the world of school and work. I started working with Lori coming up on 2 years ago. She applied for the Next Gen program. I believe she was referred to us through AB Tech. She was working on her GED through them. And she knew that she wanted to get into healthcare in some capacity. We talked about CNA, we talked about phlebotomy, we talked about nursing, and she landed on phlebotomy and knew that that's what she wanted to do. So, we had those conversations along the way, but she was really the one that decided. She picked, hey, I want to do phlebotomy, and then we went from there.
When I first got introduced to Faith, she was very persistent on helping me, and it seemed like she also enjoyed her job, which made me want to talk to her about my future even more. Kristen is a lot like Faith as well. She's very sweet and understanding, and she does take time to explain things. But they've really helped me on this journey a lot.
My name is Kristen Kress. I am the Next Gen Program Manager here at GoodWill, and I am responsible for the entire Next Gen program in the Western region. So we cover 4 counties: Buncombe, Madison, Transylvania, and Henderson, and I supervise the 3 staff that operate the program in those counties. Lori didn't have an easy childhood. She experienced things that we would hope that most people don't, and spent some time in foster care and didn't have a lot of stable support. And she found our program because she had decided that she wanted to pursue her high school equivalency. She, due to various circumstances, didn't finish high school through a traditional path, and so wanted to earn her GED and pursue post-secondary education so that she could be in a better financial situation, so that she could be more stable and provide a better life and future for herself and for her son. Lori, congratulations. You are so deserving of being recognized as the Graduate of the Year for GoodWill. You absolutely deserve to be recognized for your hard work, your perseverance and determination. You are incredibly resilient. You have been your whole life. This is truly a celebration of you. You did all this hard work. You went to class. You passed your tests. You went to clinicals. You aced your interview. You got the job. And we have just been along for the ride and gotten to witness it. And it's been a great journey to watch. Congratulations.
Lori, congratulations on this amazing award. I am so happy that you were chosen because I truly think you are going to reach every goal that you set for yourself. I know that you and Mason will have a great life. I hope that you don't forget about me along the way, but also know that we are always here for you. So if you ever need help with anything from finding a job to finding community resources, if you just need to call and chat, we are here. We care about you. We are so proud, and just continue doing the great things that you're doing.
GoodWill has helped me in my future to make me what I feel is a better mom, because I'm happier when I come home. I'm happy to go to work, and my kid is interested to ask me what I did that day. It's amazing. The people are amazing. I didn't really come from an aspect of my family going to school, so I didn't want to set the bar low for my kid. So that's why I went to school, and they start to feel like family after a while, because I have been working with them for about 2 years between my GED and phlebotomy. So I would definitely accept them as family. I just want to thank GoodWill and my sister and my mom for supporting me on this journey. It's been rough, but it's paid off in the end. And I just want to say thank you guys.
I so wish that Lori could be here this evening to feel all the love in this room and to see her be celebrated by all of you. But I think that it's really important to point out and thank GoodWill, especially Ginger, Janet, Lance, and Faith, who made it a priority to do a very small mini version of this banquet in Asheville several weeks ago, so that Lori getting a new and better job wasn't a punishment for her having to miss tonight. She's in her 90-day probationary period, so that's why she couldn't take time off to be here. But we didn't want her to have to miss an opportunity to be celebrated, which especially for her was so important, because she didn't get a high school graduation. She didn't walk a stage when she got her GED. She didn't get a ceremony when she finished her phlebotomy certification. So this was maybe the first and only time in her life that she got to stop for a second and be celebrated. You didn't see too much of it, but it was so impactful because her 6-year-old son Mason got to be there. And we know how important that is if you're a parent, that your child see you be honored and celebrated for the hard work and sacrifices that you make, especially for her. It meant the world. Beyond that, I just want to take a quick moment to say thank you to Lance and the entire Asheville Career Center team. Because when a participant walks into our Career Center, they're not just working with NextGen, they're working with the entire building. So everybody, I know we have a lot of Asheville folks here tonight, but the ones here and the ones back home, you're all a part of her story as well. And then finally, I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to embarrass Faith and tell her thank you for all of the hard work that she puts in, because everything you saw tonight that Lori accomplished, and that's true, Lori did do all that work. She went to classes, she passed the test, she did all that work. But what a lot of times goes unnoticed is that behind the scenes are our case managers, and Faith truly goes above and beyond. She found childcare and after-school care for her son so that Lori could go to class. She helped fill up her gas tank so that she could drive to class and drive to work and clinicals. She helped her find housing. She got all those pieces in place so that Lori could go and do the work. And I think that's what GoodWill is about. And thank you to Faith for all that.
GoodWill is proud to present Lori Cole with the 2024 Graduate of the Year Award. Let's give her another hand of applause. The Achiever of the Year Award is presented to an exceptional individual who has overcome obstacles and achieved success in the workplace. This person must have participated in a GoodWill Career Services program and worked at GoodWill, demonstrating significant personal and vocational development and productivity. The 2024 Achiever of the Year is Cynthia Wilson. She was nominated by Christy Martin. Here's Cynthia's story.
My name is Cynthia Wilson, and I'm a Career Connection Specialist to the Elkins Center. I'm from West Virginia originally. We moved down here when I was probably 5 years old. We came down here. My father got a job as a mechanic. It was me, my brother, and my two sisters. And when I was younger, we had a car accident my brother died in. And, so it impacted the whole family. I done stupid stuff after that. I ran away a lot. That's where my addiction started at, was when I was younger. And I didn't know at times how I was going to get out, because I knew more people that used drugs than more people that didn't. You wake up more days than you would know, not wanting to wake up in the morning, just if we're just honest about it. Ain't no parent should have ever had to go through the loss of a child, but no parent should have definitely not had to go through the loss of a child and then another child, not knowing where that child is for nights on ends. Praying for that child for nights on ends. Literally, when your parents will show up to the places that you're using in, just to see you, just to see that you're eating, you're alive, you're okay. And my parents had no business in some of them places, but they did for me. And I think if anything I ever had to be sorry for to my parents, it was for that.
She'd been great all through school, up to middle school. And then my wife had an auto accident where her brother died. And she was never able to get over it. And that's what started her down the road of the drugs and and running away and the trouble. She just couldn't handle it. My name is David Harris. I'm Cynthia Wilson's father.
My name's Rita Harris, and I'm Cynthia Wilson's mother.
So I find as a father, it's tough enough to protect your children against, the bad people out there, the bad things, bad storms, or whatever. It's impossible to protect them from themselves. They have to, you can't mandate your child to grow up and do good. They have to see a reason and a right for it. And GoodWill's helped a bunch in that, in her being able to see a brighter future than she had where she was before.
I was at a bad place. I had friends that I had to that I Narcan back and had to do CPR on, and I honestly couldn't find my way out of that. And Wilkes Recovery met me exactly where I was at. I had met Eric up there, which his name was Eric Jones, and he was the person that was in charge of Project Reentry, which is for people with justice and Bob background, and that's where I come into play. He actually helped me get some credits and some education. I got my peer support training through him, and my recovery coach through Whoops Recovery, thanks to Eric. And then he told me about the retail store, and I come over to the retail store and started as a cashier over there, which opened me up into a career I didn't have no idea that what lay before me.
I remember I was sitting in my office one day and they were like, Ashley, somebody's here, wants to talk to you about a job. And it was Cynthia. She started coming 2 or 3 times a week. Ashley, I need a job. Hey, I'm ready to start. And I finally sat down and I was like, okay, tell me a little bit about you. Finally gave her the interview. You cannot find another person that connects with you, on different levels. She can connect with me on a certain level, and then you can have somebody else walk through the door. She's going to talk to them and figure out what's wrong and make it better for them, and she was meant for this role. And little did we know that 2 or 3 years ago, what she was going to become. And I honestly believe, this was her dream job. This is what she was destined to do. And she, is the face of GoodWill. Truly is the face of GoodWill. She lives the mission every day. And it's just something that we can all remember, how we need to, be better people and know that, times get tough, but there is light at the end of the tunnel,
My name is Christy Martin, and I am the manager of the Elkin and the Wilkes Career Centers. Our responsibilities here at the center is kind of a wide array. Mostly we are encouraging and assisting people for job applications and resumes. I came to know Cynthia probably a year and a half ago. She came into the center. She was needing some help doing a resume. And at that time, she was employed at the retail store. And she was applying for a project reentry in Wilkesboro. So she came in here and we assisted her with doing a resume and just hearing the conversations she was having, the interest she had in people, the desire she had. I knew that was someone that we was going to eventually have within our centers. Now Cynthia is actually employed here at the Elkin Career Center, and she is a career specialist. She does an excellent job helping with the mock interview skills, working with resumes, and just outreach and community involvement. Here's someone that has lived life, been knocked down, but got up, rose up, and keep pushing, and she is continuing to make a difference every day. And not just in these walls, when she's out in the community, when she's out at events, just really anybody that she comes in contact with, she seems to make a difference in their life. And that's probably what I would tell people, and to tell them, there's no difference. If she can do it, you can do it too. So, Cynthia, I just want to say congratulations on being named the Achiever of the Year. I am so proud of you. Words really cannot express what I have in my heart for you. Not one day have I regretted the choice I made to offer the position to you. And I just hope that you'll continue to grow and inspire others and inspire me. Thank you so much. I love you.
Cynthia, I want to say congratulations. There was nobody more deserving to win the Achiever of the Year. What a great accomplishment that is. And I just want to say I'm so proud of you for overcoming all your obstacles. And you're a great role model.
Cindy Lou, I love you. I've always loved you. But I've hardly ever been more proud of you than I am right now. And what you've done for you and your children. And I feel so blessed. You have you as my daughter.
Cindy Lou, we're so proud of you, and I love you, and you've done amazing with your children, and I pray I just keep up the good work and stay in church, stay close to God.
When you sit in a place And you look around sometimes and you're like, all you can say sometimes is, wow, because I've been given not only a second chance, but I've been given an opportunity that I never thought that I would have. So when I'm sitting there working with people, sometimes it hits me like it's like a miracle in my life. And if it wouldn't have been for people, places, and things like that has transpired in mine, like I never would be where I'm at right now. And that is why when I say that I enjoy and I love what I do, is because if I can be just a little bit of that back in somebody else's life, maybe the path that they're traveling won't be as bad.
GoodWill is pleased to present Cynthia Wilson as the Achiever of the Year.
First of all, I want to say I thank the Lord for allowing me to be here and do these things. And I thought about what I was going to say. And I come to the determination that the truth is the truth. You know, not all my story was pretty, as we all know, but what I do for this company, for our company, it is a lifetime career. It's getting a chance to do in somebody else's life like somebody had done in mine. And it didn't just change my life, it changed my children's life, it changed my family's life. GoodWill has made dreams come true to my family. And I want to thank Christy for nominating me and believing in me. And I want to thank Lisa for believing in me. Sometimes when I didn't believe in myself. And ain't nothing like some Ashley Colson. Thank her very, very much for just giving me an opportunity. I sure did show up every day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week but she helped me build too. And then when I was ready to do better, and I have some wonderful ladies at the center, and they encouraged me. And when I tell you that kindness takes nothing. It don't take nothing from you to be kind to people. Our first initial response as human beings is to judge, but if you, in that same second that you judge somebody, if you can stop and show them kindness, you have a chance to change their outcome of their life. And when I tell you that I sit with participants sometimes, and I see myself in those participants. I see people, places, and things. When they come to us, they do need employment. They do need help. They do need education, but they got worlds of stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't even know that they need. It takes 2 seconds to listen to them and be kind. And by doing that, like, you truly can change lives. And I love our company. I love what it does for our community. It makes our community a better place. It makes life better. And I just can't thank GoodWill and my Lord enough, and the wonderful ladies in my life that has encouraged me and pushed me, even when it was uncomfortable sometimes, to grow. And GoodWill, I plan on, this is my dream career, chance to give back and make a difference like Eric and other people's made in mine. Thank you.
Goodness.
Have I mentioned that I really love this event? There are many, many reasons why I appreciate so much the opportunity to get to be involved in GoodWill Industries and why I enjoy serving on the board. But the people that we have been able to meet, that we get to meet, the stories we get to share, there's no place like it, folks. There's nothing quite like it. So I'm grateful. Cynthia, thank you for sharing your story with us. Congratulations for your great achievements. You've done it. Your story and Lori's stories are inspirational, and they're the reasons that I and a lot of my board member colleagues are so proud and grateful to be part of GoodWill Industries. Thank you for sharing with us. We're almost to the end of the program, folks. Have I said I really like this event a lot? On behalf of GoodWill, I would like to thank Mr. Alan Younger for being our MC tonight. Your participation is phenomenal, makes our program significantly better, and we're grateful to have you here. We have a gift for you at your seat, just a small token of our appreciation. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. And thank you all so much for sharing this evening with us, for being part of this evening. We hope that if this is your first or you don't know a lot about GoodWill, that this event kind of gives you some feeling, some insight into the impact that GoodWill has on the communities that we serve and the people that we serve. And we're just so grateful to get to be part of this organization. So thank you all so much for being here tonight, for sharing this evening with us. I was told to note a few things before we wrap up and leave, some reminders. One is if you wore a coat here and you checked it, make sure you have your ticket when you go back. If you don't have your ticket, we donate your coat to GoodWill. It only seems fair. Secondly, if you parked in the Cherry Street parking deck and you didn't get a ticket to get out, a pass to get out of the parking deck when you registered or when you came in, you can get one. Find someone by the name of Vanessa Miller at the door, and she will help you get out of the parking deck. And lastly, the person at your table that has a birthday that is the closest to today's date gets to take the floral arrangement centerpiece home with her. So you have to figure out who that is. Do we have one right on? Vanessa, you should get all of them for that. All right, that concludes our program. Please travel safely. Thank you so much for joining us again. Congratulations to our award winners. Good night.